How's everyone doing? Well, there's a lot of people here today. We've got parents.
Yeah.
British people. Readers. Drunk people. Ravers, apparently. Any job applicants? People looking for a job?
No.
I just found a job recently. I got a new job. That's it. Thank you so much. I've actually worked there for a couple of months now, so kind of irrelevant. But no, I work in kitchens. I work in kitchens, and I work in the food service industry. So like, I'm a cook, and I was looking for a cook job, and it was frustrating because I noticed some weird language on Craigslist. Like, every place that was hiring cooks was looking for a rock star cook. And I want a job, so like, I want to be, if I need the job, I can be a rock star cook. I want to be a rock star cook. How do I be a rock star cook? I showed up to the interview drunk and trashed the conference room. That's what I did. Just kidding. I didn't take that rock star route. But I was still a rock star. Like when they called me for an interview, I just told them I don't really do interviews. Because the economy's so bad and people are looking for jobs, I've noticed that that a lot of people are taking jobs that at companies that they don't agree with the company. Like, I can relate to that because I used to work for Safeway and I did not agree with Safeway's policies at all. But like, so many people are taking jobs and they don't like the company they work for and they're like against the company they work for, kind of. It kind of makes me think, somewhere out there's got to be a guy who's not a racist, but he's working as a receptionist because he needs the money. He's working at a receptionist for a white power organization. That guy's got to exist. I can't prove it. But like, I don't know, that guy's got to exist, and his job's, like his whole life and job has got to suck because he's just sitting there answering the phone all day. Just like, hello? What, white power? And his job's probably, like his boss is probably an asshole. He's like, I don't feel like you're a team player here at the Aryan Nation hotline. You're not following our dress code at all. Like, you showed up with some stubble on your head today. If you keep this up, you're just gonna have to wear the hood. I don't know, working in the white power industry has gotta be weird because there's no diversity. No, I mean like in what you do, like because you have zero choices of job things. You can either be like a community organizer or a drummer in a punk band. I don't know, I just imagine like that guy's boss is just like, you know, when you applied on your resume and said you would be a rock star white supremacist. I've got some bad news. I recently became a mattress on the floor guy. I recently became a guy that sleeps on a mattress on the floor. But hold on, it's not that sad. Here's the context. I got a divorce.
That is more sad.
It's not, well, okay, so the context was, so I got a divorce and I'm living out a lease, and there's still time on the lease. So the agreement that we had was she stays somewhere else and I stay in the apartment we shared, which I later renamed the Depression Palace. It's a Depression Palace, but it's cool because our king-size memory foam mattress is there. The thing about memory foam is the reason they call it memory foam is that it's so comfortable that you forget your memories. But the lease it ran out, so like I gave her the memory foam mattress, but I was kind of stuck with our old IKEA mattress, which I later renamed our honeymoon phase mattress. And it's fine. I can afford to buy a frame. It's fine. I just need to buy a frame for it. And also, life picks up because if you need to look on the bright side, I used to be like I'm like a mattress on the floor guy now, but I used to be air mattress on the floor guy. I used used to be air mattress on the floor in the basement, guys. And I had the air mattress and it had a hole in it. So it would slowly deflate overnight. And the thing that I had to do was just fall asleep before the air ran out. But now, all I have to do is fall asleep before the memories kick in. I swear to God, that's going to be the saddest thing I say all night. I'm not going to go any sadder than that. The thing is, like, my comedy is normally, like, kind of whimsical and witty. But since the divorce, I've been trying to work out, like, divorce stuff on stage. Which is kind of a slippery slope because, you know, you want to laugh. You want to laugh at stuff like, if you go to a comedy show, it's supposed to be, you're like, haha, like at the end you're quoting people and you're remembering what people said. It's not supposed to be like, hey, do you just want to get some tea? Hold on, before we get some tea, can I just call my mom? Like, I feel like I just want to catch up. Like, life's too short, you know? So I'm just trying to find ways to give people permission to laugh about it, like, because if I'm saying it, I think it's funny. So there's nothing about a divorce that I don't say that I don't think is funny. Like, divorce is really funny to me because, like, especially like if you tell someone that you're divorced, they say the funniest things to you. Like, one thing that I get often is like, well, it's good that you don't have kids, which is that's a good gesture, but that was true anyway. Like, oh, the earthquake happened. It's a good thing you don't have kids. You got invited to a camping trip. It's a good thing you don't have kids. Happy Mother's Day. I don't know what else is true or new with divorce. So I got a Tinder. And, I know that's a weird way of describing that you downloaded Tinder, but I have a flip phone. You can't get Tinder on this, but the thing is I have a Kindle Fire, and you can get Kindle on your Tinder Fire. So let me rephrase that. You can get Tinder on your Kindle Fire. Don't be jealous. So I kindled Tinder. Which is a lot of fiery words, like metaphors for something that's not fiery at all. Because I didn't get Tinder necessarily to like date and stuff. Like, I just wanted the matches. I just wanted to feel confident about myself. Like, I've been trying to do things that make me more confident. Like, I bought these Doc Martens. I feel like these are really gonna turn things around for me. But I just got Tinder so I could get the matches and feel confident. Like, but as a flip phone user, I don't really know how it works. Like, I didn't know that it matches up with your Facebook profile pictures in the last few, like your last 5 recent Facebook profile pictures are the ones that they use. So I didn't know that one of my engagement photos was on my Tinder. And fuck, shame on anyone who matched with me during that time period. I replaced that photo with a photo of me, like as a featured extra in Portlandia, with the IFC logo, and I actually took a photo with my roommate's dog, which made me feel like a tool bag. But I gotta get off Tinder because I haven't really met with anyone. Like, I feel like I'm just collecting matches. Like, just like. Oh, it feels like prerequisite serial killer behavior. Like, look at my matches. Which one of these matches will I take into my air mattress basement? I'm sorry, I feel like maybe sometimes I get a little bit awkward around people. But it's not a bad awkwardness. Like, I did the math. Like, I recently realized that wherever I am, I'm the second most awkward person in the room. Being the second most awkward person in the room is amazing. Because the first most awkward person in the room is there and he's like buffering everyone for you. I'll give you an example, but just for the sake of brevity, like let's just call the first most awkward person in the room Brian. Yeah. So like let's say I go to a party. Like I show up to a party early. Like I show up when Facebook says the event should start. But Brian's been there since like somewhere around lunchtime. And when I show up to the party, I'm like a hero because they're like, oh thank God you're here. Brian's creeping us out. And then the whole night, like, it's awesome because like people see my awkwardness and because Brian's there and he's kind of creepy, they're interpreting my awkwardness as quirkiness. Like, oh, Brian's over there, we don't want to go near him. We don't know what he's capable of. But you have so much potential socially. When you're the second most awkward person in the room, you have to watch what you say though, because you could say the wrong thing, and it could make you the most awkward person in the room. And you have to watch your surroundings because Brian could leave, which would make you the most awkward person in the room. In which case you have to find the third most awkward person in the room, Spencer, and sabotage him and be like, did you hear what Spencer said? That was creepy. And I feel like that's the American dream. I'll leave you with one more tidbit, because sorry, Daddy needs his medicine. I'll leave you with one more tidbit because it involves being awkward at a party. So I'm getting pretty frustrated with people's like misuse of the term OCD. People will say that they're OCD, but they don't really mean that they're OCD. They're just talking about some sort of cleanliness quirk that they have. And I don't know, I don't have OCD either, but I have a couple other diagnoses that make me kind of compulsive about things and have some habits. So the other day I was at a party and someone said that they were OCD and I got excited. And I was like, oh, what do you do? And they were like, I just shut down, like, I just like to keep a clean desk. I'm like, oh, so it's not like you check every faucet and light switch in the house while counting to 7? Shut down again. Oh, and you didn't recently realize that the reason you do this is because you watched one too many house fire episodes of Rescue 911 when you were a child? And you didn't recently realize that the reason you count to 7 is because 9 minus 1 minus 1 equals 7? Damn. Well, I'm not a doctor, like a psychotherapist, but it doesn't sound like you're OCD at all. It sounds like you're just OCD curious. Hey, you guys are great. Thank you very much.